ഓക്കെ, ഞാൻ ചപ്പാത്തി ചുട്ടുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുകയാണ്.
മാറ്റണം. ഒരു ഒറ്റ ചവിട്ടി ഞാൻ തന്നാലുണ്ടല്ലോ, ഞാൻ പാടി ഉണ്ടാക്കിയതാ. ഉണ്ടാക്കി കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ അവൻ്റെ
ചപ്പാത്തി അമ്മയുടെ തെറി വിളിക്കുന്നതിനിടയ്ക്ക് ഞാൻ ചപ്പാത്തി ചുട്ടുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുകയാണ്. ചപ്പാത്തി കരിയുന്നു എന്നാണ് അമ്മയുടെ പരാതി. അമ്മയുടെ ഡയലോഗുകളൊക്കെ അമ്മ അങ്ങനെ അതിൻ്റെ അകത്ത് ഫിറ്റ് ചെയ്തുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുകയാണ്. അമ്മയ്ക്ക് പറയാനുള്ള കാര്യങ്ങളൊക്കെ. അപ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ ഇന്നലെ പറഞ്ഞ എന്തി വെറുതെ തല്ലു പിടിക്കാൻ നടക്കണേ, നമ്മൾ ഇന്നലെ പറഞ്ഞ ഇതിന് ഒരു സ്റ്റൈലും കൂടെ ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ അത് കറക്റ്റായിട്ട് അങ്ങനെ മറിച്ചിടാൻ സുഖമായി പറ്റുമുള്ളൂ എന്നാണ് എൻ്റെ ഒരു അഭിപ്രായം. അമ്മ അതിനെ അങ്ങനെ കരിച്ചു കളയുന്നു എന്നുള്ളതാണ് അമ്മയുടെ അതിൻ്റെ അകത്തുള്ള പരാതി. ഞാൻ പറയുന്നത് ഇച്ചിരിയൊക്കെ മൊരിച്ചെടുക്കണം. വലിയ രസം തീ കൂട്ടി. അപ്പം ഇന്നത്തെ ഒരു വിഷയം എന്താണെന്ന് വെച്ചിട്ടുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ, നമ്മൾ കഴിഞ്ഞ ദിവസം പറഞ്ഞ പോലെ NGDC പ്രമാണം NGDC പ്രമാണത്തെക്കുറിച്ചിട്ടുള്ള കുറച്ച് കാര്യങ്ങൾ നമ്മൾ കഴിഞ്ഞ ദിവസം പറയാം എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാണ്. ചപ്പാത്തിക്കറിയാണ്, അത് അച്ഛനുണ്ടാക്കിയതാണ്. ചപ്പാത്തിക്കറി പുറത്താക്കുകയാണ്. അപ്പം നമ്മൾക്ക് NGDC പ്രമാണത്തെക്കുറിച്ച് കുറച്ചും കൂടെ രസകാരിയായി കഴിക്കാം. നടക്കട്ടെ ഒരു മിനിറ്റ്. ആദ്യം NGDC പ്രമാണത്തെക്കുറിച്ച് ഒരു റാൻഡ്. ദിസ് ഈസ് ജസ്റ്റ് എ റാൻഡ്. പ്രാമാണികമായി there is no pramatic base for such a rant. പ്രാമാണിക് ബേസുകളൊന്നുമില്ലാത്ത ഒരു റാൻഡാണ്. ലൈറ്റൊക്കെ ഇട്ടു. അപ്പം കുറച്ചും കൂടി നന്നായിട്ട് വീഡിയോ. അപ്പം the aim for this rand is up to give an estimate of the NGDC Pramanams. So many people have asked me about what do you mean by these NGDCs. NGDC, no guarantee. Dakshinodhara contemplations is a plain interpretation of that, one way of looking at it. There is no guarantee for whatever is being said. Dakshinodhara contemplations, the essence of that is something like, since there is no guarantee, you go and utilize this product or whatever advice is being given, and I mean, after you're using it, if you feel like good enough, you pay the dakshina later. NGDCs, Dakshinodhara contemplations, Dakshina Uttaram, Dakshina afterwards. I mean, it is such kind of thoughts. So go and utilize it, and if you find it good, amply good enough, pay the dakshina or pay whatever you can later if you wish to. And there is no compulsion in that. So that is NGDC Pramanam. As a vitamin C Upasana, to this Pramanam, there is a specific product, Vashyantram. In this category, that is being priced at, you've seen it at about 12 crores. There is, this is also under NGDC Pramanam, but the price is there. This is to ensure a kind of vitamin C Upasana, little bit to the Ashini Devadas too. So a specific product in Nigudha Samkhyam that has predicted Nifty futures, or that has forecasted Nifty futures 32 times out of 33, right? The bias of that product, 12 crore, this is a new policy directive as a vitamin C program. Bias of the new product, vitamin C program for Ashwini Devatas. Amla program or gooseberry program. So bias of that so-called Ashwantram mentioned in that white earth envelope, future bias, not past bias. Future bias shall also be entitled for predictions in Nifty futures based on a model that in the past is given 32 out of 33 right. Predictions about 96% product that has given 96% right, given 96% predictions right. The from about 2013 January to 2014 April, for about spanning about 12 plus 3 4 about 16 months. So there is a business thing, but that is being put into the freezer now, and generic predictions under NGDC Pramanams, that is a vitamin C specific program. It's a specialized program, it's a special thing. But generic predictions in Nigudha Samkhyam, Dakshina Uttara, Dakshina afterwards concept is followed. Dakshina is can be given later also, except for this, Vashyendra Prota. And going further, we have discussed what is NGDC, no guarantee Dakshinottara contemplations. That is NGDC Pramanam. It's a kind of intuitive, whatever one feels right intuitively. I don't know whether there is some, how can we term, for stemming my such kind of intuitive feeling right things, feel good factors, having feel good factors. They have been classified under this NGDC Pramanam thing. Like working hypothesis, it's kind of a working hypothesis. Working hypothesis, is something that is before converting something to the theory. Theory, another name for theory could be Siddhantam. Siddhantam, some argue that Siddhama Ayadinde Andam, the end of whatever the siddhis are, the end of the siddhis are Siddhantam. theory. So, working hypothesis is a step below that. Working hypothesis. I mean, it's not become a theory. It's a working hypothesis. It's an ongoing process. And one more analysis, if you go deeper into, I mean, working hypothesis is more with a Bijaksharam Shram. Okay. 10,000, representing the 10,000. I mean, I'm trying to make a what do you call an intervention, saying that the problem expressed is finding slightly difficult. I mean, digest that kind of an analysis where the shram being treated as 10,000 program. Okay, but no. Coming back to the program, shram is actually a kind of, the difficulties when we are not in an atmosphere where it's not a studio type atmosphere, where there could be pulls and pushes from everywhere, while it's difficult to continue, going with one's programs when it is, it's a kind of shram. It's a kind of shram that is being paraded with the interventions, pushes, pulls, and it's kind of working hypothesis. Like me shooting this. Then shram is a step below the theory. When it is, it represents 10,000. So later, when it moves forward, it may become a theory. So 11,000 is theory. Okay. And one more thing I would like to tell you. 12,000 is, as per Nigudha Samkhyam Astrology, 12,000 is that of, 11,000 is that of heights. More than 10,000 is 11,000, more than 9,000 is 10,000, more than 10,000 is 11,000, and more than 11,000 is 12,000. How? Once when reaches the 11,000 and then sacrifices comes down to 10,000, it is also can also be treated as a 12,000 program of sacrifice, a higher program. So while we consider a Fibonacci series picturization approach, any program after 11,000, it's a kind of next level program. So if one can shoot in a studio atmosphere, he can do it, and he is not doing it, and doing it in a, what do you call, in a instead of going for the studio thing, if one is going for a crude working hypothesis program like this, even after having having an opportunity for even after having an opportunity for a bigger presentation with all the facilities provided, still not adopting it and going down to the working hypothesis principle, that can be a 12-dose program. So that is a thread. NGDC Pramanam is something like a working hypothesis. It need not be a theory. Sometimes it can be a theory of theories too, like what Einstein's probably might have said, Siddhantangalude Siddhantam. like nothing in this world, everything in this world is relative. Uh, when we take that into the consideration, no theory can have any what do you call it, substantial. I mean, it can anything and everything can be a working hypothesis. So that is a kind of coming down from. I mean, it is something like a formulated theory. I mean, like I said about the Vashyantram in the beginning, 96% accuracy is there. I mean, for the Vashyantram, that's been observed. And now, when it comes down, again, if I take it out from the preserve, I mean, it could be a fantastic thing. It could be interesting to watch. It could be interesting to watch the theory of theories that when it may not work, it may not go, it may not perform as that accurate, as with that much accuracy in future. It may or may not. There are such kinds of issues there. I mean, it's a rant. I mean, need not correlated to anything. But if you observe carefully, there could be a threat. But outside, it need not seem that much. I mean, it need not seem as an analogous thing. So, with the digital pic, I mean, we had discussed about Shram. As NGDC Pramanam is more, I mean, based on the Bija Shram. And normal astrology, Uttamangam, the face, I mean, the head, is considered to be, it is considered to be the house representing the first one. The first house represents the head part, I mean, face part. But in Nigudha Samkhyam Astrology, there is a difference. I mean, it's up like a Nalmeram, I mean, banyan tree, I mean, it's like a, what do you call it? Wow. I mean, it's like an upside down program. Like Nigudha Samkhyam Astrology, NSA, air. I mean, legs represent the first house. Like always moving air. Air is, nobody is ever born, or nobody is ever going to die. That's what do you call it? Nigudha Samkhyam Astrology's assumptions, basic, fundamental assumptions. I mean, this is all NGDC Pramanam working hypothesis, not based on any proven facts or evidences. Please keep this in mind. So, as per that kind of an analogy, legs mean air. Air represent, what do you call it? The first house. Knees, second house. Thighs, third house. Mooladharam chakra, fourth house. Swadhisthana, fifth house. Manipura chakra, sixth house. Seventh house is Anahatam. And eighth house Vishuddhi. Ninth house is Ajna chakram, and 10th house is Samasara Sagara. And 11th house is divine. Divine heights. And 12th house is sacrifice. Coming down from 11th house to 10th house is 12th house. It can even be 12th house. So it is the next, it goes to the next level. So this is a kind of Nigudha Samkhyam astrological formulation of events. When we have incorporated yoga also in it, yoga, Ashtanga yoga, some of the Ashtanga yoga principles also in it. So when we consider the Bija Mantra, Shram is more an emotional thing, EQ thing, okay. And IQ thing is first house. I mean, it is more. Second house is Klim. Klimkaram. Klimkaram is normally in the usual astrological thing associated with more the Saraswati thing, but in Nigudha Samkhyam Astrology we are associating Klimkaram with Mercury. Mercury. Like mercurial thing. I mean, like Neas and as more bartering ability. So Klim actually in Klinkara, I mean actually the sound is sweet sound. But in physical action, I mean physically, in reality, the fun of Shram can be much more than Klim. I mean, though Klim might seem sweet sound-wise, money or higher bartering ability might seem, I mean, Guha Manishan, I mean, like Stone Age man's, I mean, deeper wise or IQ, it's an IQ thing. I mean, that even though it may seem, Karam might seem good, I mean, feel good, it might, and from a distance it might, even though it might give what do you call, good feel, good feel, if we got deeper into it, the fun could be more and it not be that much in IQ, more fun could be there in Shram, the 10th house, higher yams and lambs. I mean, yams and lambs, there is a blog, entertainment adjustment meters and lies adjustment meters of Yogamaya. I mean, 10th house is a higher level of, is a kind of higher level of entertainment, whereas second house is kind of, I mean, second house can be higher level once one go beyond the 11th house. I mean, for a person who is having everything, to go for an adventure trip in a forest, I mean, it could be interesting. I mean, IQ could be, it could be a still higher entertainment. I mean, going to the villages for what do you call, into a resort or some kind of, I mean, after reaching 11th house, before, I mean, after moving beyond Sahasrara, I mean, after formulating the theories, if one goes for a village visit, it can be, if one takes the IQ programs, it can be more fun. But before that, it need not be, I mean, before formulating the theories, it need not be that much fun. So, that's it. I mean, I think you have, hope you have got an assessment. And one more thing, I last block, last chant, last rant, chant, IQ mix, EQ mix, yeah, I am is something like fifth house, like combining both balancing both IQ and EQ, emotional content and intelligent content, buddhiyude emotions, വികാരപരമായിട്ടുള്ള അതിൻ്റെ കൂടെ ഒരു മിക്സ്, വികാരപരമായ മൂമെൻറ്റ്സ് ആണ് EQ തിങ്, ഐ മീൻ ഇമോഷണൽ തിങ് EQ ഉണ്ടാക്കണം. അല്ലാണ്ട് IQ എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ബുദ്ധിപരമായ വിസ്ഡം. അപ്പം ബുദ്ധി പുറമേ നിന്ന് രസമാണെന്ന് തോന്നിയാലും അത് ഉള്ളിൽ എൻ്റെ രസങ്ങൾ പുറമേ നിന്നുള്ള രസം ഉണ്ടാവണമെന്നില്ല. ആക്ച്വലി അൺലെസ് ഇഫ് യു ആർ റീച്ച് ദ 11th house and coming back, then that can be fine, that could be fun. Before that, I don't know how much. So now you have got a fairly good estimate of, I think you got a fairly good estimate of Nigudha Samkhyam Astrology, NGDC Pramanams, etc. This video, if possible, I will be try to upload in LinkedIn also. And you can go through that, evaluation of Nigudha Samkhyam Astrology. There is a write-up note in Facebook also. That is also there. I might like it, do not mean I agree with, need not mean I agree with it page. There is a page like that, in Facebook. There is a background picture that I don't that many links connected to it. And so that's the rant. This is today. It's Thursday. 10th April, not 10th April, 9th April, 2015. It's Thursday today. So let me sign off for the time being. Hope you got a somewhat okay estimate of Nigudha Samkhyam Astrology and its NGDC Pramanams and some of the principles associated with it. Further, you can try reading many blogs and other things again in www.athmadhya.blogspot.in also contain some links related to it in the past. Take those links from the beginning. The initial and the initial post. Nowadays, LinkedIn posts or LinkedIn people are just flooding that site with their posts. I'm not able to control that. I don't know how to do it. So that's it. Go for the earlier post. The before 2012, 2013, 2014 posts in www.athmadhya.blogspot.in. Or you can go to my Facebook page. Like it, do not mean I agree with it. Do not can also mean need not also. Sometimes I might agree, sometimes I may not agree. And that is the spirit of that page. And this is Jai Krishnan CV, Jai Krishnan Mooladharam signing off for the time being. Bye bye.